So one of our responsibilities as individuals to say is, what is it that you really value? Are you clear? Do you know that you know what you stand for? Have you ever worked for somebody where it's the plan of the day, plan of the week, and they keep shifting? You know, it's very difficult to make the right decisions when you're not clear about what you stand for. Now, one of the things we teach, I have it in my book, Why Aren't You More Like Me, and we have a chapter on it, an assessment, is to get clear about what we call behavioral values. These are the things that internally motivate you. God's designed you with these to inspire, to encourage you, and they're different for everybody watching this show. So when you know what those are, then you can use those values as a filter to make a decision. So I'll give you an example. Is a lot of times people say they have values. Do you know some people that say their family's important to them and they never spend any time with them? They say their health's important with them, for them, but they never actually work out or eat right. And so we have this lack of congruence. So you can't say something's valuable to you and then not apply it. So the challenge here is twofold. If you say something's important and you're not living it, then you're not congruent with those values, and it's going to erode your motivation. It's going to erode internally. It's going to eat away at you. On the other side is that if you're not clear about what your values are, then it's going to create confusion. And I will cite some studies here just in a moment, but first a story. What is a value? How does it demonstrate in our life? So many, many years ago, a friend of mine phoned me and says, listen, Ken, we have this ground level, invitation only real estate development opportunity. And I'm inviting you, and it's Thursday, and it's in downtown Vancouver, and I live about an hour away from that. It says, yeah, that's great, Mike. I'll be ready for you. You can come over to the office and pick me up. So when that day came, which was a Thursday, my wife phones me later in the afternoon and says, listen, Ken, am I picking you up from the office, or are you coming directly to the kids' concert? Kids' concert? What are you talking about, kids' concert? So no, Tim's doing a solo in front of all 500 people. He's 9 years old at the keyboard and says, are you coming? I said, well, no, Brenda, I've already committed to Mike. He's going to be here in 15 minutes to pick me up to go to this session. Now, this is before cell phones were restricted. So I said, you film the kids, and then I'll come home and watch it as soon as I get home, Brenda. And she says, no, I'm not going to do that. You says, you tell the kids. So she handed the cell phone to Tim. And so here's Tim, who's 9 years old, and I give him the whole story about I've already committed. And my son, in his wisdom, at 9 years old, says, Dad, why don't you just say no? And so what did I do? Yes, I went to my son's concert. See, every single day you are challenged with what's most important. And you know what? Tim rocked it. He had 400 people rocking in there, 9-year-old on a keyboard doing a solo. And one of the things that happens for us in our decisions is that we have scarcity mindset. You know, there was this pull, this greed, this other side of going to this ground level real estate thing because there's never going to be this opportunity again. What a ridiculous thought. So what are you willing to make the decision about? So the research says, you know, that if I know my values, my core values, UCL says that it reduces your stress. Because if you're in confusion, your cortisol levels go up, and so you're more stressed, and so you're unhealthy because you're not clear about who you are. So the question is, what do you stand for? Are you clear about what you stand for? In James, don't be double-minded. Be clear, make the decision, and then live them. I'm Dr. Ken Keis.